Okay everybody, so today I'm going to be showing you specialties and how to set them up and what I personally do and what I advise, just because it really does affect your stats. So it helps you with fighting, defending, and you can also help yourself with training troops, investment center, construction, assembling traps, robbing, many different things. Okay, so it's a very valuable tool and asset to have. You know, it works alongside your construction equipment and your investment equipment. So all valuable things. So first thing I want to show you is I want you to set up specialty sets. Yeah, just like we did here for the equipment sets, so you can instantly click on fighting and it goes straight on. So if you're getting attacked and they're what, 20 seconds away, you can click on there, boom, that's done. Specialties, attack, apply. Easy as that. You know, it can be done so quick compared to if you had to go through your items. So let's say I changed that to set 2, right, and I have to go through, I have to quit that, I have to click that. It's slow. You know, by the time they've hit you, you've only got a few items on, and that's not going to help you at all. So these small little tips go a long way. Some of you may know them, some of you may not. You know, not everybody knows where to invest to get these things. So that's why these little videos I'm making are just to potentially give you some tips. If you know it, awesome. If you don't, cool. Let's learn together. So, first things first, to get sets to preset like this, you need to go to Investment Center, and it's Advanced Crew, and then it's Specialties here. So it takes a little bit to get to them, so you've got to go through all these to get there. But once you've got there, you're absolutely fine. So I believe you can have up to 10. You can have up to 10. When it comes to sets, you don't really need 10 unless you have every type of armor. So then you want to change between like Biker Hitman, Bruiser Hitman, etc. Yeah. So we're not worried about lords today. I advise you to get 2 sets, one for attack and one for growth. Okay, so we'll have a look at the attack one real quick. So this one's set up for myself, yeah, because I'm Biker Bruiser. The only reason I have Hitman is because I have Hitman jewels on, as you can see. Which hopefully, if you watched the other video, you should have on too. Regardless to your set, you should have everything, right? And that's what helps you across the board fighting. So if you're not sure what set you actually have, you click onto here. You go onto your workshop, click onto sets. So mine's a king set, so I can see that my strengths are Bruiser and Biker. Most of you may have Victor set, which is fine. Some of you may not have a full dedicated set like I have. You may have mixed match, that's fine. Just focus on whatever you have the most. So let's say I had 3 items which are Biker Bruiser, then I had dribs and drabs from other places. I would focus on Biker and Bruiser in my specialties. Okay, but it also can change depending on who you're fighting and what your goals are in the game. If you want more information on that, you can always message me or ask for a more detailed one about every different type. That's fine, just let me know. So the first thing I do when I'm doing my specialties, you can copy mine if you're built the same way as me. That's awesome, I recommend it. So the first one I do is the crew attack. I max it out, and I go down, I go Biker attack, I max that one out. Bruiser attack, I max that one out. Bruiser HP, I max it out. Bruiser attack, max that one out. So I just go all the way down for the Biker and Bruiser, I max them all out. And the reason I do that is because that's my strength. So I want to make that even stronger if I can. So that's why I do all the way down. And then at the bottom, I do crew HP. But the way I originally do it to set it up, I instantly fly down to the bottom and I click this one, the crew HP, and I do that first. And the reason I do that first, let me see, I can kind of show you here. Yeah, so I click crew attack, I max that one out, and then I go all the way down to the bottom. So just follow along with me if you want to. You can pause it and stuff. So I go down to the bottom and I click unlock and then max out. The reason I do this is because it just makes it easier because it goes all the way through and unlocks them all for you. So it saves you that extra effort to go down and get 5 on each of them. Yeah, so I recommend doing it quickly like that. So back onto the ones I already have. So fighting stats, so I did that, and this time I did a little bit different, but I do change this up every now and again, guys, just to put that out there. Sometimes I will go heavy on Hitman 2 just to counteract that I don't have the gear for Hitman, sometimes it's nice to bump it up so then you can somewhat have equal Biker Bruiser Hitman throughout. But it all depends. Depends what you want, of course, which you can always private message me and I'll help you out with that. So this time I went for Trap Attack, and the last little bits I had I put in Mortar Cars. So it's not really, there's no real set way to do it. I just feel that this has been the most beneficial one for me, because I've seen a lot of people who don't actually even set up attacks. They don't know what they're doing, so they're fighting in growth mode. They don't realise that there is actually ways to fight. Just thinking about it now, you can have a third set and set up like crew defense there. I used to use that, but then I realised that it's not really benefiting me when attacking. So you can set up crew defense, and there's another one up here. So you can set all these things up to help you. Okay? So don't just think what I'm doing, you have to do. There's all sort of ways to do it. So I'm going to put my crew on it. My growth one on it is a bit of a waste, but don't worry, this is just for the video for you guys. Anything for far. Right, so straight away what you want to do, I may have advised it in a little bit of a video before, so you want to unlock your construction. So straight away I'll do this one here, I'll scroll down and I'll do that one there, and then I'll do the investment one. So I always do these ones first because they're the most valuable. They're what are going to help you the most grow wise, and this is obviously the growth specs. So then you go training, you go down, and then the next thing you want, for average people, they actually farm. I don't farm. I'm too lazy for that. Right. But for me, I go all the way down to Robbery Speed here, and I do this one. And I do the crew load capacity. Okay? The reason I do these ones is because that gives you 100% on each. Whereas you do these ones, it gives you 17. Yeah? So I'd rather do these big ones up here and then do these little tiddler ones. I just find it to be more beneficial. So once again, that comes down to you, but for me, I find that to be more beneficial. When it comes to cash production and things like that, I don't really do it, because if you're going to farm resources, it's absolutely fine anyways, and if you're in Farrington Mafia, we'll help you out with resources if needed. So I'm going to keep this on the screen for a second so you can pause, and I'm going to scroll down. Right, that's the next stage. And then I'll do it also with the attack gear, just so you can see, well, specs. Right, so that's everything to do with growth. I'm going to go back into attack. Spending those specialties today. Right, so back up to the top. You can pause, take a screenshot if you want. Right, moving down. Moving down again. And then there you go. So it's definitely worth looking into and changing depending on what gear you're working with. Alright, so as said, it can differ. If you have any suggestions on what you do, and if you feel that yours is better than mine, I'm happy to learn. This game's all about helping others and learning. You know, at the end of the day, it is a game, guys. Just remember, have fun. It doesn't matter if you lose troops, it doesn't matter if you get hit. We rebuild and we learn, we look at the raids, what we do, and we grow and learn from it. Yeah, you learn from next time. Okay.